I think the best surprises are the ones we least expect, and boy is that true in this week's adventure. Hi there, I'm Grant McComey, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. We head to the Oregon coast, where we hook up with a wild edible expert, a man who will show us all about harvesting and foraging from the coastline through the estuary and into the forest. It's all about wild edibles.
All right, so follow me down.
John Kalis
This is the spot.
is a nutritionist and wild food forager.
It is slick.
He likes to say that when the tide goes out, his dinner table's set.
All the seaweed that we're going to eat later, we're going to eat raw. Fresh, they're perfectly good to eat.
Today he leads friends eager to tap into his expertise across a low-tide estuary.
That's where all the flavor is.
Tastes like a piece of lettuce, really salty lettuce.
Kayla says there are more than 40 different seaweeds growing in this small corner of Tillamook Bay, like angel wing kelp.
Leafy material here, and then you've got this midrib that goes along the center. And we'll all get to taste a little bit of it.
Armed with scissors and plastic bags, each person is allowed to gather 1 gallon of seaweed per day.
This particular one I call teriyaki weed because it tastes like beef and it adds great flavor to whatever you're eating.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is good.
It's got a spice to it. Kalis fell in love with exploring for wild edibles as a boy. The passion blossomed and led him to a lifetime of study and a PhD in nutrition. He knows more than seaweeds, all things edible, like butter clams.
Try and find a bunch of holes that are all lined up and you make a trench right next to them. You can grab like 5 or 6 clams with 1 trench. You want to lift underneath the clam rather than try and pull it from the top.
It doesn't take long. Each clammer must have a shellfish license and dig their own daily limit of 20 butter clams. Charla Oxy makes it look easy.
I got 3 since you were gone.
Wow,
You get nice one. You get them really easy. Yeah.
That's for sure. Soon it's time to head for the forest, where more springtime edibles are easy to find, like leafy and lemony cascade sorrel, or salmonberry blossoms, or lady fern fiddleheads.
Yeah, this is perfect. About 4 inches long or so. That's as good as it gets right there.
Kalis is the first to caution that safety's critical when collecting and eating Oregon's wild edibles. That means taking a class or reading the right book, like his, Edible Wild Plants, From the Dirt to the Plate.
The wonderful thing is, until you've gotten everything together, you don't know what you have to work with.
I like to think the best is yet to come.
Yes, well, the eating is always good.
And that's exactly what's up next. Now that we've gathered, how do we prepare a wild edible feast? That's on the next Grant's Getaway. Be sure to check in next week as we travel from the forest to the kitchen and show you how to prepare a wild edible feast. We have all the details, directions, contact information right here on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, for Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.